What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another danchro video. Now, during the anniversary, I didn't get a chance to do this, but our good friend Gail levied a challenge to me. Now, I don't have a whale account by any stretch of the imagination, so I don't know how far we'll get with this, but I'm going to give it the old college try. So, Uncharted Battlefield, 1 unit per round. Now, I've done the first couple with 1 unit before. It's not that big of a deal. But I promise you, once we get down to Battle 3, it's not going to be that easy. So for my first battle, I'm just taking the OG SR Bell and the SR Hestia, the starter units that everybody starts the game with. No equips, no seed cards. They should be just fine. It's the same basic run that we do every single time. And I'll be honest with you, I just don't foresee there being any problems with this. But who knows? Things happen. He's already taken some damage, which does not bode favorably for us, but we'll see what happens here. Come on, Bell, you got this. You got this. All right, so he's doing a pretty good job so far. Okay, so 30 seconds left. I think this room is all he has to clear at the moment. Am I wrong? Ah, here we go. Oh, we had 2 total minutes left. All right, so this is just 2 minutes basically to finish the boss. So, though he is really low on health, he's also dealing a ton of damage. So I probably could have played it safe and given him a scene card. But as you kind of saw there, I've already done this. So I feel pretty confident, though my confidence was punished. Let's try that again. I've already done it with this dude. Something happened in this run. Could make it easier on myself, throw a scene card on there. But I'm stubborn, if nothing else. Come on, my guy. We're recording. I need you to actually perform, okay? You got this. Now, I have put quite a bit in his ability system, but he is not leveled all the way up. Just because the items and equips to do that, not worth. Totally not worth. So, you'll notice that him and Hestia are probably a bit lower. Though, I've used their dupes in the ability system to give them some really good stats. Now, dupes will kind of level them up at some point, and I probably have a few points left that I could still spend on them. But it's not something that I've felt was... My guy, you're taking way too long here, Chief. He's having a little nap while doing this battle? Come on. We got things to do. Chop, chop. Just me, or is this even worse than last time? What the heck? Alright, here comes Hestia with the heal. Nice. And Bell's just going to take all this damage. I think the worst part about this is the simple fact that you have no control over what your unit is doing. In this case, Bell is just doing whatever he feels like and taking all kinds of damage doing it. That was really close. So if you're going to replicate this, make your life easier. Throw some like just basic end scene cards on these guys, and you should be fine. But I'm stubborn. And I'm going to continue to be stubborn on into the next battle. So, here we go. Alrighty then. Come on. There we go. Perfect. So we're not going to do Battle 6 yet. We're going to jump into Battle 2. We'll do 3 battles today, 3 battles tomorrow, 3 battles the day after that, and if everything works out the way I want, 3 battles Monday. So, this was the team I picked for this one. Probably could have saved, especially Hermes, for a little bit later, but it didn't cost me any scene cards. It didn't cost me any items. I think we'll be all right. The win team is pretty beefy. Now, here's the deal, guys. The biggest part of this challenge, the part that I kind of sandbagged until this moment that makes this hard, is we're not allowed to use time-limited units. Now, I know you're looking at this win team going, oh, that win team is an easy win. No, because I can't use the anniversary units. I can't use a anytime limited units, and the way I interpret the rules, I don't think I can even use any Festa units because the Festa units are still pretty time limited. Like they're not going to be back around until we get another Festa banner. So unless it's in the general summon pool, I don't think I'm going to be able to use it. Now that does mean I'm probably going to have to spend some tickets here shortly. And that's cool. I'm sitting on like, what, 100 plus tickets. So maybe you'll do some ticket summons before we finish this up and have to buff a couple of units. But by and large, I have accepted the fact that the last half of these battles are going to be exceptionally difficult. Now, Bet, I do think, is kind of overpowered for this. But let's see what happens here, especially Hermes. I probably will need Hermes a bit later on. But, you know, so far so good with this. And now the nice part is he's an SSR, not a UR, so we haven't used a UR Adventurer yet. We've only used a UR Assist. The downside is, at least in my testing so far, even on these levels, you kind of have to use an attacking UR Adventurer. Speed units don't seem to produce enough damage, at least as far as I've seen. Defensive units flat out just aren't fast enough and don't deal enough damage. So, you know, it's one of those, we're going to be kind of hard pressed when it comes to the end of this. All right, so let's go in here one more time. Last round of battle here. And we're going to go into battle 3. Now, we'll do 4, 5, and 6 tomorrow. As you can see, I'm still working on 6. But this is my team for battle 3. And this is the moment where I really had to start using scene cards. If you were on the stream the other night, you already know. Probably if I had leveled Anya up one more. And she's honestly pretty worth it. But, and honestly, if I'd leveled up Take a little bit more. But, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of items right now. I have other units. I'm sure we have new units incoming this week. So I kind of want to save as many items as I can. Plus, if I drop items now, I can't spend those items on the last 3 or 4. So as always, when I do this, I'm always thinking of the end game, right? I'm always thinking of what do we need to do at the last half of this? If I spend a bunch of items now, and I spend a bunch of upgrade items now, you know, I don't have those for the last half of the fight where they're going to be the most pivotal. So right now, if I have a few units that are a little stat starved, for lack of a better way to put it, it's a small price to pay for making my life easier on the backside of this. And I'm sure, like always, where I always kind of plan way too far ahead for the last fight, I'm sure the last fight isn't going to be as hard as I think it is, but I would rather be safe than sorry, you know, like, you only get one go with those items. Once you spend them, you never get them back. So, you know, pardon me for having like a level 50 UR assist on a level 70 Anya, who really is so good. She really deserves the items, but we'll see. And if it does come down to it and I need Anya later on, the nice part is we can rerun this with a different unit, and then I can upgrade Anya at that point. Because as you can see here, she's actually really, really good. And pretty hardy. She's taking all this like a champ. So there's a high likelihood that I might come back and run this again with somebody else and liberate Anya for some of the later battles. But for now, that be that. And it is worth noting, from this point going forward, it is all typed. So the first 2 fights are not typed, but that is our first fire type fight. We have one more fire type fight coming up. So I may, once again, may change that up, but it is the last fight. And I don't know if a dupless Anya can handle that. So I'm kind of sandbagging a couple other units for the end. But tomorrow we'll come back. We'll do battles 4, 5, and 6, and so on and so forth. So let me know what you guys think of this challenge. Give a shout out to Gale in the comments and stop by his stream or whatever and let him know that we're doing this. I'm sure he knows, but just I'm gonna pimp my friend's channel. What you want, y'all? That's that. That be that.